Hello and welcome to Education 350 or maybe Psychology 307. Either way, you're in Child Psychology and Development. This is an online course for the spring 2021 semester. Here is my contact information. My name is Holly. My email address, my office, even though we're not meeting there this term. You can leave messages on my office phone and they'll be emailed to me, or you can even send me text messages if you'd like. So those different numbers are listed. Um, so we'll get to the self-care area, but we're trying to, as professors, have time for ourselves and our family and time to, relax. So I will return messages during business hours, so Monday through Friday from 9 to 4. Um, and please provide your class name or your meeting date, or let me know you're my online 350 class, and I'll know what you're referring to. Otherwise, I have a lot of students and I won't be able to respond quickly if I don't know which class you're in. Okay, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time reading through the details. You know what course you're in, the objectives we're trying to reach by the end of the term. The course textbook is listed on our Blackboard page. The cheapest way is to go directly through Blackboard. I believe this semester it's $79.99. It is a requirement because you will be needing access to an online assignment through the Rebel Pearson textbook. So you can get a 14-day free trial, and again, I have all that information on Blackboard. We will be following 7th edition APA. Okay, so these resources and policies are very important. The university has a diversity statement of being inclusive and supporting students. We have services available such as Title IX or social justice incident reporting. You can contact the Center for Neurodiversity Learning and Wellness if you have any needs or academic accommodations. Maybe you're struggling to get assignments done. You might be able to be assessed and see if there's any services that could accommodate you. If you need any writing support, they do have online services right now through the campus center, so there's their information. And then we expect that all of your assignments are completed by you, and again, we'll talk more about plagiarism as we get closer to another assignment. As I mentioned earlier, self-care is really important. So if you have any health needs, the Student Health Center is open for you. If you have any counseling needs, they're also doing that virtually. So I would really recommend it. It's included in your tuition costs. And if anyone has any kind of food assistant needs, the Leo Food Pantry is open and able to assist. So please reach out if you have any of those needs. Now, in addition to the university expectations, I have course expectations for my courses, such as having an inclusive environment where, again, everyone has equal time, space to share, and is respected in those environments. We'll talk a little bit more about discussion guidelines, but I am asking not that everyone has to participate in complete sentences, but that you participate by fully responding to the prompt and to other students. I do give the option to record your responses. They do not have to be written. Okay, we also include personal identities because your point of view is important, and I want to support that and make sure that you have the avenue to express yourself as needed. Classroom conduct, again, it's not really applicable. We're not in the classroom this term. Requirements, you do need Blackboard. That's going to be our main portal. We are using Ultra this term, so if you have any questions with that, please reach out to me and hopefully I can assist with that. We will use SafeAssign, as I mentioned earlier about plagiarism. It's an online tool through Blackboard that will check your papers for plagiarism. So we have one assignment, the empirical research summary, that will go through SafeAssign. Please send me communication through your Laverne email. If you have to email me from a personal account, that's okay. I'll respond to it, but I will send out mass emails through Laverne. So again, I'll respond to messages during business hours and business days. The best way to communicate is through email, but I can be reached at my office. Again, the message will be emailed to me. You can text me at the number provided, and I'm open for WebEx or Zoom appointments. So text or message me to set up those appointments. And again, please provide what class you are in so I can better assist you. Again, the syllabus is subject to change, hopefully not. It's pretty solid at this point. Again, we ask that you use at least proper language when speaking and providing discussions and responses to other students. Extra credit will be available at certain points throughout the term, and grading is on a point system. Class attendance. Each class, basically, each week is 10 points of um, discussions or other participation tasks. So if you're absent that week, then you would have a 10-point deduction. If you're absent 2 weeks, I will contact you to have an appointment and discuss continuing in the course. I do accept late work. I accept it 1 week past the due date and with a 20% deduction. That is for only our major assignments, which are listed here in the syllabi. Child development majors have some additional requirements. The assignments are the same, but you have to submit your assignment in multiple places. So when it gets to the end of the term, I will reach out to child development majors and make sure that they have guidance on that. Course requirements. So as I mentioned, each week you'll have either 5 to 10 points of participation, depending on if there's a big assignment due that week. Again, we'll have an empirical scavenger hunt, journals, class discussions, and you'll also be put into parenting groups, and those again are on specific weeks. You'll complete an empirical research summary, where you will choose an article related to child psychology and development, and you will analyze it and review it following a format that's provided here in the syllabus. You will raise a virtual baby, so we'll have fun talking about that as we go further through the term. But there are assignments as you go through there, and you're going to be the parent of that child. At the end of the virtual experience, you will reflect on having been a parent. And again, you'll be put into groups where you'll talk about raising your children and how it's going throughout the semester. You'll create 2 observation assignments where you observe children in natural environments for 75 points each. You will have 16 quizzes on 16 chapters worth 5 points each, which are really designated to review the material from that week's PowerPoint and chapter. You will have 2 attempts at each quiz, so good luck with that, and your highest points will be your final score. And exams, I'm sorry, that should say 100 points, will be the midterm and final. They are 50 points each for a total of 100 points. So there are a lot of points in this class, but falling behind will start to take away from those points. So please email me if you need assistance at any time. Here are the GPA breakdown of points. And we have a special circumstances policy for my class. So things come up. I don't want to have to make decisions for you or have you have to share things that you're not comfortable sharing with me. So I applied the something came up ticket. You can use one something came up ticket during the semester, and you can provide it in the following scenarios. Scenario A is missing a week of discussion boards, which is typically 5 to 10 points. And so I would just exclude that from your final grade. Scenario B, one of your major assignments, you need to submit it late, but you'd really like to submit it late without the deduction in points. I'll let you do that one time only. And scenario C, you want an additional week beyond the due date to submit your assignment past that 1 week addition that I give you. and you'll accept the deduction. So there aren't makeups for missing class, and again, it's a 20% deduction for late assignments, but I do ask that you email me or message me through Blackboard and let me know when you'd like to apply your Something Came Up ticket. And again, it's good for one time only. Okay, so I don't want to spend a lot of more time. The video here is already at the 10-minute mark. Each of these assignments will have their own video within Blackboard. So as we get to, the first few weeks here, I'll explain this empirical research article summary. I'll talk about the requirements, and I'll go over the rubric. So look out for that video. I'll also make videos about creating your child, raising your child. So I'm going to skip kind of over a lot of this detail and get to the 5 tasks and 3 assignments. So this just kind of tells you what the details are in terms of raising your virtual baby. But here is the task. So you will raise your virtual child through the Revel text link, and each task is worth 10 points. It's all multiple choice. You'll create your child, raise them to 2, to 5, to 11, and finally to 18 years old. You then will have reflective assignments where I choose the questions for you to respond to. The first assignment covers infancy through early childhood. The second assignment is middle childhood through adolescence. And the third assignment is that reflection on the whole experience. Again, the questions will refer to concepts from class. So you can refer to your textbook or the PowerPoints. And again, you'll be put into parenting groups. Each of you will follow a different parenting style, and you will have your own culture that your child will be raised in. So we'll get deeper into that as the course begins. I provide rubrics for all the assignments in here. Here's details on the third assignment of the reflection. Child development majors have a little bit different requirement. So again, remember all of these assignments will have their own videos in Blackboard. Here's the observation assignments. There's 2, one on preschool, one on school age. So again, I recommend that you review this syllabus in detail, but also start looking a few weeks before the assignment to see what is the assignment about. There's always samples I provide in the syllabus when I can, and I provide, like I said, the rubric of how you will be graded. Lastly, if you need permission to observe face-to-face, I provide kind of a template here that you could provide with my contact information. And lastly is our class schedule. Notice the tasks in red are our chapter quizzes that need to be completed in Revel. The green tasks are the My Virtual Child tasks, like creating your virtual child, which are also completed in Revel. But the purple tasks will be submitted in Blackboard. Things like your empirical article summary and your observation assignments, the preschool, your midterm. So again, please go through this schedule in detail. It will all be designated in weekly modules in Blackboard. I'll open every week the Friday before, so you'll have 2 full weekends to work on the content, and everything needs to be submitted by the end of our course date, which is May 30th. Sorry to go through this so quickly, but again, I don't want to overwhelm you with a long video on the syllabus when you will see individual videos about these assignments coming up. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to this class with you. Welcome to Education 350 and Child Psychology 307, Child Psychology and Development.